pressure. He's got him where he wants him now.
Referee's decision because he's being more objective than I am, but he's not involved. But I would love to hurt him and finish him and put him out.
I'd like it for him to only put me down so I could be satisfied instead of the referee coming in and stop the fight.
He punches like a mule kick. Unbelievable. Excuse my French, please. Oh, my God.
Mike Tyson is a powerful puncher. I know that for a fact.
But I refuse to be hurt. I refuse. And when I'm right, my chin is like concrete. No one can stop me.
We want a rematch or we go in the court.
I would love to have another fight with him. I would love to.
He deserves it.
Rematch for Ray the Ruddock.
The Mirage in Las Vegas, Nevada is once again the host site for a battle between the top two heavyweight contenders. Coming up, the Tyson-Ruddock rematch on this special edition of Showtime Championship Boxing. 3 months ago, Mike Tyson and Donovan "Razor" Ruddock met in this ring on a cool March evening. Tonight's weather conditions are different. The temperature is 20 degrees warmer, somewhere in the middle 80s, with winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. What does remain the same is what's at stake for these two fighters. The winner of tonight's rematch will be considered the top challenger for the world heavyweight title. Hello again, everybody. I'm Steve Albert, along with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco, and welcome to another edition of Showtime Championship Boxing. Well, the on-again, off-again Tyson-Ruddock rematch is finally here. Controversy has followed this matchup from the start, dating all the way back to the first cancellation in Edmonton to the first fight March 18th here at the Mirage in Las Vegas, which ended in controversy when referee Richard Steele ended the fight, many thought prematurely, in the 7th round. Then the rematch was even canceled, but they worked that out, and we have come to this point. One thing's for sure, Ferdy, the winner of this fight will emerge the #1 contender for Evander Holyfield's World Heavyweight Championship.
You know, talk about unnecessary risk. Here's Tyson. He's already #1. He's already going to fight for the title. What's he got to gain? Nothing. What's he got to lose? Everything. And the opposite for Ruddock. Ruddock standing here. If he loses, but loses well, he's still going to be in contention. And if he wins, he's the #1, and he's going to go to fight. So everything to gain, nothing to lose for Ruddock.
And the first fight left a lot of people with an incomplete feeling, almost like sitting down to a meal, beginning with the appetizer, ending with the soup, with no main course in between. Do you think tonight, finally, the story will be completed?
Tonight, we're going to have dessert, espresso, and a big cigar, and that will be the end of this meal.
And with that, let us take you back to that fateful night, March 18th, here at the Mirage in Las Vegas. It was Tyson. Ruddock won.
I think he didn't have any respect, and he thought he was going to take me out there quick. That's what I thought he actually believed.
I was concentrating on using my power hand, and that's what I was successful with, and I was planning on using it to do the job.
Round 1 scheduled for 12.
The difference in size immediately apparent. Ruddock just went for a home run with an uppercut, which missed.
The big question, can Ruddock withstand the customary early pressure and barrage by Mike Tyson?
Well, he's ready for it. He threw his bomb.
Oh, a right by Tyson, and Ruddock stumbled, but he stayed up.
Well, he'd thrown a big punch. He stumbled after the punch.
Left uppercut by Razor Ruddock.
Right on the button.
Another solid right, though. That was covered by Ruddock.
Boy, these are two big guys throwing bombs.
I said, look, Donovan, both of y'all got a baseball bat. The guy that lands first may win the fight. So go out there and hit him first. So Donovan did exactly that. He jumped right on Mike Tyson, something that Mike Tyson used to do to his opponent.
Razor came out throwing punches like I haven't seen ever, really. And when the first punch went by and Mike escaped it, I said, Mike, please don't get hit with none of that. Don't do that. Please don't get.
You could cut this tension with a knife. Both men throwing punches, any one of which could stop it.
I used to know eventually he was throwing those punches. I used to want to land one punch at that specific time because I could tell he was just swinging at the wind, and I wanted him to feel my punch. Hopefully I was going to try to catch him early.
Round 2, it's scheduled for 12. Oh, a heavy right by Tyson, but it was once again defended by Ruddock. Down goes Ruddock. He says he slipped. But Steele is counting.
I didn't feel anything. I just tripped.
There was a punch, and he tripped over Tyson's foot, it looked like. But still, if there's a punch and he falls, it's really hard to call it. It cost him a 10-8 round.
More than anything, he was embarrassed and was trying to. I knew he was going to try to, because he was embarrassed, he was going to try to prove something and open up, and like he did in the 3rd round.
Counterpunch.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Come to me.
The bell is sounded to end the 3rd.
The second time when he hit me and I went down, I wasn't hurt at all because I got up pretty quickly. Just that I was moving away from him and my leg just gave out on me. I don't know, I don't understand that, but I wasn't hurt.
Just when Ruddock thought he was on pay dirt, landing good punches, in comes a counterpunch. What a tremendous shot by Tyson. Lucky that he got up. Wonderful left hook, the patented Tyson killer, the left hook.
Well, I knew he was too busy punching to be able to avoid the punch, so I knew I was going to hit him.
Oh, body shot by Tyson.
Uppercut by Tyson, and the crowd groans. That body shot sounded like he hit a drum. Again, the crowd groans.
Relentless attack by Tyson. Really pouring it on now.
I know it was 100% in control, but I was just, I was trying to be cautious enough because I was trying to catch him solid. Even though I was hitting him hard to the body, I wanted to catch him solid to the head, because then that would have made the whole big difference.
He's strong. He's a strong fighter and he's a strong puncher, like we all know, but it's nothing that threatening, like I said, okay, if he hit me with one punch, I'm going to worry about it. I mean, if you go in there and get hit, he's a heavyweight, something will happen. You try not to get hit too often.
A flurry in the center of the ring, midway through the 5th. Tyson with another right.
He's just chopping him down. He's just wearing him out. Tyson is patiently just cutting this guy down to size.
And you got to wonder what is keeping Ruddock up.
But he was hanging in there, pretty tough, and I felt that he's a puncher. That's one thing I'm very happy for, that the fact that he can punch. That means if he score, it can all be over.
Mike made him fight better, and that's the difference. You know, when you come up against better opponents, and that's the first time that he upgraded himself to that caliber, and then when he did that, then he fought better.
punishment again.
A left uppercut by Razor Ruddock. That stunned Tyson. Now Tyson says no. Hit me again. And he did with the right. As the bell sounds.
I wobbled him a couple of times in that round. I was supposed to cruise through the 7th round and then come out and do the same thing in the 8th. Didn't get there.
I knew he was a hard puncher, but I knew that was a better fighter regardless. And I know not always the guy with the hardest punch wins.
Tyson has Ruddock on the ropes.
If Tyson applies the pressure, he's got him where he wants him now.
I didn't understand what he was doing. I really didn't understand. No, I wasn't hurt. I wasn't hurt whatsoever.
I've seen worse stoppage. You know what I mean? I've seen worse than that. But I knew he was finished. I knew it would just be a matter of time. I knew at that minute, boom, when I hit him with the left hook, and I'm trying to counter him, and I hit him with the last, somewhat of a right hook, a left hook. I hit him with, and he was rocking. His hand was behind the ropes, and I knew he was defenseless. And I was very close to him, and he was defenseless. It just took one more shot, just one.
I saved a life.
You're not second guessing what you did at all.
No. He was done. He was gonna get hurt. I don't want to count him out when he's flat on his back. Let him fight again.
If he was trying to help me, he would have been looking in my eyes, and he would have hugged me instead of hugging Tyson.
All right, let's look at the series of punches. The first is a very hard hook by Tyson, which gets him in trouble. Ruddock now falling back. 2 shots missed, but the next one hits him on the top of the head. There. Now he goes back. Keep your eye on the referee. All 3 people. Now he has stopped the fight. He has not yet looked, and he stopped it. And therefore, that was the objection. He should have talked to the fighter first.
I did not think that anyone was going to have any effect on the fight whatsoever. The judges, the people around us, the referee, I didn't think that any of that will come into play at all. I figured that we were going to fight to the finish, and whoever going to go out is going to go out.
I used to know that he could never beat me. That particular guy, Ruddock, don't care how good he is, don't care if I died or something, and he became the best, and he could beat everybody, and he obliviates, he could never beat me.
Immediately after the fight, March 18th, Tyson seemed to show respect for Ruddock's boxing ability. During the ensuing months, however, Mighty Mike has worked himself into a rage against Ruddock. In contrast, Ruddock's rage is a quiet, smoldering fire. He's anxious to prove the stoppage by Steele was premature. He claims he knows how to beat Tyson. Opportunity has knocked twice for Razor Ruddock, and he plans to make the most of his chance. Evidence of a change in Ruddock's training methods reflect in the tail of the tape. He's bulked up 10 pounds to 238. Meanwhile, Tyson comes in a streamlined 216, 1 pound less than in the first fight. They'll be fighting under the rules of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, 10-point must system, 3 judges scoring the fight, no standing 8 count. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Only the referee can stop the fight, and a fighter cannot be saved by the bell except in the last round. Well, Ferdy, the rematch is taking place because of the controversial finish in the first fight. Do you think the rematch will be a replay of the first fight and that both fighters will be going for the one-punch knockout?
Well, it never is. You know, the curious thing is neither one of these guys have ever fought a rematch. And the other thing is, in my rather lengthy experience, a rematch never is the same as the first fight. It just never is.
You think Tyson will come out and try to end this thing early, which he didn't do in the first fight?
Yes, I think he's almost petulantly aware that this is an unnecessary risk for him. He's mad. He has really got a head of steam going. I think he wants to get this guy out of here as fast as he can.
And what does Razor Ruddock have to do differently here in the rematch?
He's got to use that extra weight that he put on to smother Tyson as he comes in, to lean on him, to get him tired in this hot weather, and hope that when he gets tired, then it'll be his innings. If he doesn't, it's going to be a short night here in Las Vegas.
In anticipation of a swift ending to tonight's main event, the fans and celebrities are settling into their seats. Arnold Schwarzenegger is back, and he's at ringside. Michael Jordan has come in for a landing. Dr. J. Julius Erving came to make a house call. Some big box office stars have come to Las Vegas to play a supporting role. Bruce Willis and Demi Moore are one of the many celebrity couples in attendance. Ahmad Rashad agrees that ringside is a good place to take your wife on a date. Apparently not only movie stars, but movie makers want to be close to the action. Yes, the Tyson-Ruddock rematch has sparked the interest of celebrity fighters as well as celebrity fans. Well, it started here 3 months ago. Tonight, Tyson and Ruddock are going to take care of some unfinished business. would you like another crack at
Definitely, because first of all, I've been in fights where I've been on the ground. I got hit by Mike Weaver where my leg been wobbling, and I came back and I won the fight. So therefore, you can't judge it by that stoppage right there, because I wasn't on the ground. But prior to that, I was on the ground and I got back up and I fight even harder. So you'd have to judge it if I was on the ground and I was out.
Last time Mike Tyson said it doesn't count unless he's dead.
Well, he's still alive, so we got to do it again.
I fear him not even a little bit.
What's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this guy? Huh? I don't walk around looking mean, coming on TV, looking sunglasses and look like a hitman. I don't do that. I don't have to do that.
Okay, tell your family to write their will out. You're in trouble.
If you're trying to intimidate me in any way whatsoever, don't you know that doesn't work? Didn't you try it the first time?
And I can't wait till the 28th. I'm going to make you my girlfriend.
Hey, let me tell you something, you. Hey. You know something? I'm not even going to dignify that with a hand. So you know why I'm not dignifying that with a hand? Because I'm not bring myself down to your level. There's something you can't buy in that class, and you don't got none of that.
You're sweet. I'm going to make sure you kiss me good with those big lips.
My family tree starts with me. You know what I mean? Nobody was ever successful in my life, my family, besides me. And then when you run into these guys and they look down on those people.
You think because he grew up on the street and he didn't have a family, I guess, and all that kind of stuff, you have to go and lash out at the world.
I know he's a phony, and he's putting on an act. You know what I mean? That's what just irks me about him. You know what I mean? That just irks me.
He's the kind of guy, every time you see him, you get a rage. You don't need to even carry it. As soon as you see him, it's a rage.
When I fight these kind of guys, I like to put a hole in them so you can really see what color they are. Ugh, they get me sick even talking about them.
If I get him this time, it's not just about money at all. If I get him this time, I'll be the happiest man alive.
I'm so utterly confident of myself that I could beat him a second time.